Dear students, welcome. Today, in this video, we will cover the question answers of first chapter of Indian economy on the eve of independence. In set 1, from question 1 to question 6 have already been uploaded. In this one, we'll take from question 6th to question 11. You can make the notes out of that. Question number 6. The traditional handicrafts industries were ruined under the British rule. Do you agree with this view? Give reasons in support of your answer. Answer 6. Yes, I do agree that the traditional handicrafts industries were ruined under the British rule. India could not develop a sound industrial base under the colonial rule. The decline of the indigenous handicraft industries created not only massive unemployment in India, but also a new demand in the Indian consumer market, which was profitably met by the increasing imports of cheap manufactured goods from Britain. You can see on your screen. Question number 7. What objectives did the British intend to achieve through their policies of infrastructure development in India? Answer 7th. Under the colonial regime, basic infrastructure such as railways, ports, water transport, posts, and telegraphs did develop. The real motive behind this development was not to provide basic amenities to the people, but to subserve various colonial interests. The roads were built primarily for mobilizing the army within India and drawing out raw materials from the countryside to the nearest railway station or the port to send these to far away England. The expensive system of electric telegraph served the purpose of maintaining law and order. Question 8. Critically apprise some of the shortfalls of the industrial policy pursued by the British colonial administration. Answer 8th. During the second half of the 19th century, very few modern industries such as cotton and jute textiles mills, industries in the fields of sugar, cement, paper, etc. were established. In 1907, the Tata Iron and Steel Company, TISCO, was incorporated. There was hardly any capital goods industry to help promote further industrialization in India. Furthermore, the contribution of the new industrial sector to the gross domestic product (GDP) remained very small. Another drawback of the new industrial sector was the very limited area of operation of the public sector, such as railways, power generation, communications, ports, etc. Question number 9. What do you understand by the drain of Indian wealth during the colonial period? Answer 9. During the colonial period, every economic policy was with the motive of draining out Indian wealth. Agricultural policy, industrial policy, or trade reforms all had the objective of helping out the growing industrial base of British economy by using India as a colonial base of the raw material supplier. On the other hand, they opened a sprawling market of ready goods in India from Britain by draining the wealth of India. Question number 10. Which is regarded as the defining year to mark the demographic transition from its first to the second decisive stage? Answer 10. Before 1921, India was in the first stage of demographic transition. The second stage of transition began after 1921. However, neither the total population of India nor the rate of population growth at this stage was very high. Question number 11. Give a quantitative appraisal of India's demographic profile during the colonial period. Answer 11. During the colonial period, the overall literacy level was less than 16%. Out of this, the female literacy level was at a negligible low of about 7%. Due to the unavailability of public health facilities, the infant mortality rate was quite alarming. About 218 per thousand, in contrast to the present mortality rate of 40 per thousand. Life expectancy was also very low. 44 years in contrast to the present 68 years. Extensive poverty during the colonial period contributed to the worsening profile of India's population of the time. So you can make your notes for the second set. For the last set of questions, from question 12 to question 17, I would upload later. Make your notes ready for your upcoming exams. Thank you.